This week's energy is asking us to stop looking outside of ourselves for permission and start honoring the wisdom we've already earned. The Hierophant arrives as a reminder that midlife isn't a fading of our power, it's a deepening into it. This is the collective energy reading for Midlife Women, June 15th through 21st. Hi, I'm Stefanie. I'm an intuitive energy reader. Each week I pull one tarot card to harness and highlight the collective energy that we're moving through as midlife women. And here you go. The card for the week is the Hierophant, the 5 in the Major Arcana. This is another card of the Major Arcana. It's a big shift, just like the last couple cards we pulled, the Empress, and before that we pulled the Hanged Man. Here we are at the Hierophant, the number 5. What does that actually mean? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are moving along in a natural evolution. 5 is a point where we get to rest for a second. We rest a little bit on our knowing, on our wisdom. But more importantly, we get to rest for a minute here and acknowledge our wisdom. And not only acknowledge our own wisdom, but have our wisdom be acknowledged. So you see these figures here? You got the sun and the moon, and you got the whole universe right here in this card. And here, the Hierophant sits in the throne of the three-dimensional world. You can see that by the Taurus symbols on the throne. And it's the dichotomies, right? The black and the white, the sun, the moon, the road leading up to this point here where we are able to rest on our laurels. That doesn't mean we are boasting. It doesn't mean we are better than anybody, but it does mean that we are well deserved. We are well deserved, and we can acknowledge that we are not only well deserved, but we can acknowledge the greatness that we hold inside of us. Not because we earned it, but because we are it. We don't have to prove. We just have to be. So, just like the Empress and just like the Hanged Man before this is a surrendering into what is. Our deepest knowledge of what is, our deepest wisdom of what is, for us first and foremost, right? Because when we are in a place of surrendering to what is for each of us first and foremost, and therefore as a collective of women navigating this stage of midlife together, then we can give from a place of wisdom, knowledge, and deep nurturing, deep respect for everybody, for the whole, the totality. So what does this look like in our daily lives as midlife women? To be in the state of surrendering to our own beauty, surrendering to our wisdom, surrendering to ourselves. It looks like acknowledging how badass we are as women and acknowledging this at points throughout the day, like, hey, I did that, or hey, I'm able to sit here for a minute. Hey, I've made this happen, or hey, I am enough just being here. That alone is a huge shift because the system we live in on this earth as females, and especially as we transition out of our younger selves, where we had a lot of program direction, right? Like be good, be pretty, look young, be funny, be sweet, be kind. All of these things, like be a mom, be a good partner, all of these things. We had a direction, a programmed direction, but we had a direction. And as we move from that phase into midlife, it becomes a little bit unclear about who we need to be, how we need to be, and where we need to go. Because for our society, the elder woman and women in midlife aren't paid attention to as much. But here's how we're changing it. We're saying we will set the different definitions. We will pave the roads. We will make the trajectories. We will establish the ground rules. And it doesn't mean there has to be one way to do it, or two ways to do it, or even 3 or 4 ways to do it. We're saying it's our way. Ours is the way. My way is the way. Her way is the way. We decide for ourselves. So look at this card and look at this figure. This figure is not complacent. This figure is sitting in reverie and soaking up their own essence, right? They're not better than, and they don't tell anybody what to do, but they are in their own wisdom. And that's where we are now. And that's what we're moving towards as women. No matter what we see out there, we definitely are growing in our awareness of our internal wisdom and power in order to make changes from that place, rather than trying to fit into a system that doesn't look at us and honor us and respect us virtually in anything. Okay? So the practice this week is really to honor yourself. That's going to look different for everybody. So it's taking your quiet time, checking in and telling yourself over and over again, whenever you see evidence of it, what a badass you are, and saying, I've got this. I've got this. And if you don't know that you got it, or you don't know how you are, or you can't find yourself, take time to drop into a quiet meditation. The one I offered in the exercise last week with the Empress is a perfect place to go when you're feeling insecure about this kind of information, which is coming forward for us, stepping into our real power. The power, not power over, not power through, not all these things we are seeing out there building up female empowerment within structures that the patriarchy built. That's part of it, but that is not the essence of it. That is not the essence of what this card is here. It's the underlying vibrations, the underlying energy within, always first and foremost. So please reach out with any questions about this, or if you need further support. I'm available to chat. I'm available for one-on-one sessions, and I'm also still holding my Thursday guided meditation space. It's a perfect space to land. If you're wanting to start working with your own energy, it's getting to know yourself, your internal space, and it's free every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. on YouTube. Sending lots and lots of love to you.